Hello friends, how are you doing out there? I hope the market's treating you well and you're able to profit from the moves in the markets. Now in this video, I want to touch upon a critical aspect of the market which I'm sure is interesting every equity trader out there in the market as of now. You see, the market normally tends to function with the theory of what I call the flavor of the season. There is a particular sector which gains a lot of favor with the trading and investing community, and slowly but surely, thanks to the electronic communication systems which result in very speedy spread of information, the news or the view rather tends to spread, and therefore that particular sector becomes the flavor of the season. Now of late, we have seen the public sector banks, or what is known as PSBs, have become the flavor of the season. Now in this video, I want to talk about how and why it is the flavor of the season and what should you do when basically when you're holding any kind of long position on the bank, public sector bank stocks. What would be your early warning indicator that this is particularly coming under threat, if at all. Now, first of all, why is there a rally in the public sector banking space? There are rumors. I repeat the word rumor. There are rumors that public sector banks might see some amount of divestment of the government stake. It could be outright sale or maybe even part unloading of the government stake, which is why these shares are running up. Number two, the recent development that the RBI has basically given its view that non-performing asset and defaulting loans, outstanding loans should be recovered, and no further moratoriums be given due to the second wave of the COVID pandemic, and to a certain degree even the promoters' guarantees should be basically made accountable in the recovery process. So the NPA problem, which was a long-standing sore point in all banks, whether it is PSUs or private sector banks, is looking like there might be some amount of relief in the coming months, if not the coming quarters, maybe at the most. So this is another expectation that is basically taking PSB stock prices higher. Number three, like I told you in my earlier videos which I have made on why I favor PSU stocks, public sector undertakings, PSBs are a part of the PSUs. Why do I favor public sector undertakings? Because the LIC holds a lot of these shares, and I would not be off the mark if I say that it's a shareholder of significant value in many public sector undertakings. And as and when the public issue of the Life Insurance Corporation of India is closer, and it is a mega issue, if the street numbers which are being thrown around, rather, it's not a confirmed fact, which are being thrown around, is the issue could be of the size of 80,000 to 1 lakh crores. So such a giant issue, basically the investment book of the LIC will look extremely profitable if a lot of these PSU stocks are higher. That is another plus point about PSBs. And of course, then there is the ancillary factor of the RBI writing out a check a little over 99,000 crores in its surplus to the government of India, which it appeared in the news items last week, which resulted in a relief rally in the banking space, because liquidity, which was supposedly rumored to be under crunch, will now be eased somewhat. So by all means, I would favor holding on to long positions as traders in the public sector banks. Now, these banks, some of them which are in the limelight are due to the size of the bank itself. SBI is a front-running bank because it's, whether you like it or not, it's more than 60% of all banking, whether banking deposits, whether loan books, whether assets, etc. SBI is very simply the 600-pound gorilla or the elephant in the banking space. It is 2/3 of the entire banking in India. So this is a frontline counter. Then there are other counters in which there is a regular buzz within the public sector banks. There is the Punjab National Bank, there's Bank of Baroda, which is doing fairly well. Canara Bank is invariably witnessing MWPL hitting its limit up, and no fresh positions are being allowed because the futures position is absolutely saturated. Now, this is where traders are basically collectively focusing their energy, focusing their attention and creating long positions. Very simply put, if you were to check their MWPL over a 15-20 day time period, you'll know exactly what I mean. Now, take a look at the chart on your screen of the Nifty public sector bank units. Now, as long as the chart is showing a higher tops, higher bottoms formation, I think you should not have anything to worry about over here. But the recent support which has been created by a peak here is at 2,250 odd levels. And as long as the public sector bank index is trading above this mark, I think you should not have too much to worry about. Yes, there will be ordinary gyrations or up and down in share prices. On some days, you'll find many of these PSB stocks going into negative zone. Some days they will be in positive zone. What you have to see is net, what is the wave favoring? Is the wave upwards or is it downwards? So far, so good. The wave appears to be favoring the bulls. So I think the PSBs still have some legs, some strength left to go on the upside, and traders may just hold on to their long positions. The usual caveats here: you must hold your leverage positions with stop losses so as to protect your capital, so as to not suffer any damage to your base capital itself. So I think happy times for PSB stockholders. Ride the wave, be happy about as long as the prices are sustaining. With this, I bid goodbye to you, not before reminding you to like my YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. Click on the bell icon to receive instant alert about fresh videos being put up out here. In the comment section, do let me know what you think about this video. Good, bad, ugly, all feedback is welcome. And help me to reach like-minded investors and traders by referring my video to your family and friends. Do take very good care of yourself, your health, your family, your investments and trades. I wish you have a very, very profitable day ahead. Vijay Bambani signing off for now. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Also, do not forget to subscribe to my free email newsletter, Fast Profits Daily, and get my free guide, How to Trade Markets Like a Pro.